Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, I'm going to be reviewing yet another Kung Fu film, folks, because why the hell not? Yeah, I just thought, okay, I just got to seeing this, I might as well talk about it. So the one I'm talking about is the one titled The Dragon, the Young Master. So the thing is that this film also went under other titles, which includes The Deadly Silver Ninja. Well, this film does feature a ninja. You'd think that would have been the better title, but whatever, guys. Anyway, the thing is that this is supposed to be a kung fu comedy, which, like I said quite a few times before, I don't care much for these really. I prefer them to be more serious, really. But I mean, I don't mind comedy. I don't mind martial arts. Just them two together, it's just not my cup of tea. Not to say there can't be any funny jokes or anything. I'm just saying. This film was released in 1980 two. Released the American version was released in 1982. It was originally released in 1978. But I'm reviewing the American version, so just so you know. So yeah, I'm reviewing the one that came out in 1982. So there's that. Even though it was originally released in 1978. Anyway, as always, let's get into the plot, shall we? So, our main character has to do the right thing. Of course, he has to train and whatnot. Yeah, there was somebody as disguised as the Silver Ninja that does arrive in this town seeking for his father's killer. So let's just say his search does become rather complicated, of course. Yeah, there's something about jewels, like jewelry, that comes into this, of course. And there's a reward of a spy for Japan, of course. And yeah, there's something about this kind of a thing that's buried somewhere on the mountain, of course. And but yeah, things do get rather crazy, of course. And I know a lot of this is played as a joke in some ways for little ha and whatnot. So yeah, there's this whole bit where he does save a flower seller and her blind father from the government thugs, I guess you can say. But yeah, it's a pretty crazy adventure, so to speak, of course. But yeah, this movie is definitely one of these movies that's supposed to be, you know, wild in his own little way, I suppose. But altogether, I can say it was pretty okay. And yes, the dub in here wasn't particularly great. Really, it's kind of bad in some ways dubbing here, but in some ways, I kind of feel like the shitty dubbing kind of goes along with the tone of the film anyway. So whatever, I suppose. But altogether, like I said, it was okay. Not my favorite type of kung fu, but still. And yes, I wanted to get my hands on the original version of these films because they were often better than what the English dub version are. Well, usually anyway. Not always, but usually. As a whole, with this version I'm talking about, yeah, I would say it's pretty okay. But of course, it's pretty fast paced, so that counts for something. So it was not like I was bored or anything. So that's definitely a good thing there. And yeah, the fight scenes were pretty good. Of course, I'm gonna have to mention the fight scenes because the fact that the way it was well executed as these movies tend to be, the execution was pretty good with the fight scenes. The way it's choreographed, so in that regard, it's pretty good. I really like the fight scenes. They're probably the best part of the movie, really. It's pretty fast paced, pretty fierce in its own little way, I suppose. I guess, and yeah, it's pretty well done in that regard. So it doesn't get like overly complicated with the fight scenes, like having too many like 50, 80 different camera angles in like 2 minutes. Come on, give me a break, really. Like a lot of the more modern day action movies I tend to do. I don't know why they do that. It just seems weird. Which is something I mentioned before. Like the more recent action movies, they have like a ton of different camera angles in like 50 seconds. Like, what the hell? That seems rather weird if you ask me, but whatever. Whatever. I guess whatever. Anyway, for what it's worth, like I said, it's pretty alright. And I guess you could watch it just to have a good laugh, I suppose, if anything, I guess. Are there better martial art films? Absolutely. I've reviewed better films than this, but I mean, you could do worse, I guess, so whatever. Yeah, but that's the thing, though. So, all in all, it's fine. It's whatever. I guess you could say it's whatever. And, but yeah, alright. Muffin here. Ah, I do need my snack, though. Yeah. Alright, then. Oh. So, anyway. Well, I eat my muffin here. Let me just wrap things up. So, yum yum. Mm. So yeah, it's pretty alright, I guess. Pretty straightforward when you think about it. Which I think that doesn't have to be a bad thing, of course. Sometimes simpler is better. Sometimes that's the case. Sometimes keep it more straightforward, plot wise, is sometimes better. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that these kinds of movies can't have a complicated plot, a good complex story. I'm not saying they can't because they're able to. So, but point being, sometimes simpler is better. So anyway, so that what's worth, like I was saying, folks, I did think the fight scenes are pretty good, and there's no pretense bullshit like Zack Snyder did with his Batman v Superman, trying to come off really deep, even though it's just ultimately comes off hella pretentious. That's not here. Thankfully, that is not definitely here. What you see is what you get. That's it. Sometimes that's probably the better option, I guess you're gonna say. So whatever, I suppose. All in all, like I said, it was alright. It could have been much better, but you could do worse. So anyway, I'll give this film an overall rating of a 5.7 out of 10. It's a 5.7 out of 10 from me. As always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later.